Hey everybody, welcome back to the Common Woman Podcast. Woohoo! Woo!
Yeah. There it is. Sounds live.
There it is. We are at episode 13.
Lucky 13,
Lucky 13
on
Friday
this
the
Friday.
13th.
And it's summer, y'all.
It's not Friday the 13th, but Friday 13th episode. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So
that's
good.
right. Friday the 13th episode.
There it is.
Yes, and it is summertime. I'm so excited for the summer.
I am too.
You know what I miss? Being able to be off for the entire summer. Like, remember when we were kids and we were in school? We got the whole entire summer off. Shout out to the teachers, yo. Y'all get that whole summer off.
They sure do.
They're so blessed. Ugh. But, I mean, they deserve it because they do some hard work with them kids.
Yeah.
Especially with the toddlers. So, I am your host, Courtney. I'm joined by my gorgeous bestie.
You're so complimentary.
Oh.
I mean, you are.
I never know where to put my face when
You're
you do
so
that.
silly.
Stop. I don't want to blush.
Take the compliment.
Melissa, thank you.
And we also have the uncomparable Babe.
Hey.
Oh, all right. There he is.
That was loud.
Yes.
Hey.
We are back. We are feeling ourselves again. Are we feeling ourselves? We are.
We're definitely more normal
Yeah.
than last week.
Yeah, we
It was
were
a
feeling away.
rough week.
That PMS
But I
was
feel a little
lasting
better.
a long time. Yeah.
I PMS for like 10 days. That's not normal.
Damn.
That's not normal. Yeah.
It was rough. There was something in the atmosphere, like I don't know.
It wasn't
It was too
Mercury.
much. It wasn't Mercury.
It wasn't Mercury.
It was adding on to the PMS. I don't know what happened.
Mercury played me. Google played me. It's all good.
Google played you and
Google
Mercury.
played me. They're like, no, that's you. It's just all
man.
you.
So yeah, I wanted to give a couple of shout outs to some people because, you know, the support has been real. We really appreciate Michelle Alvarez. Girl, thank you so much. You subscribed to the YouTube. You posted a couple things on Twitter. You posted in your story on IG about us like twice. We really appreciate that kind of stuff.
Definitely
we really do. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the podcast. And Rebecca Reyes, thank you so much for subscribing to YouTube. Renee, our girl from work. We love you. Thank you so much for the support from day one. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to YouTube. And also Jasmine, I think you guys have heard us mention Jasmine a lot.
Jasmine's been here.
She supports us like hardcore since day one. And not only does she support us with the podcast, she's super supportive in anything that we need outside the podcast because she's an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached out to her today for some help, and she really was like right on it, responded real fast to me. So I appreciate you, Jasmine. And if anybody in the New York area needs an attorney, please look up Jasmine Guadalupe. I'm going to put her information in the show notes or probably on the screen if you're watching YouTube. But if you're listening, her phone number is 646-770-2523. Or you can reach her at jasmine.guadalupe@gmail.com. And that's Jasmine with an S. Because I don't know if people spell it with a Z. J-A-Z. I don't know. Probably not.
I'm trying to wonder if that's
Probably
a thing.
not.
Trust me, I'm sure there's people out there with a Z though.
I don't know why.
I'm not going to say it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
I guess because her Instagram page says Jazz with Z, so I'm thinking Z. But yeah, jasmine.guadalupe@gmail.com. Look her up. She's awesome. So yeah, we have an interesting couple of things to talk about. And thank you to Wesleyan for giving us this idea.
Wesleyan is so funny.
Our homegirl.
Wesleyan's always coming with ideas, huh?
Yeah, a coworker gave us the idea to talk about sexual myths and like, you know, expectations that people have that don't really always match up to reality. So yeah, there's a lot out there. I've heard a lot of different things.
We got some good ones in the poll.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did. The poll.
The poll.
The poll that we conducted a poll. See, Jasmine helped us out with that terminology too.
We took the poll.
No. Instead of saying we took a poll, we conducted a poll. So yeah, I asked everyone to give us like a couple of myths that they heard, like something like size does matter, or what the heck? Or I need a man who can last a long time in bed, or sex has to start with foreplay, things like that. So we got a few responses. Should I say their names?
We still have to address those too. No, let's not say their names.
We're not going to say names, just
No
to
names.
to keep it, you know. So the first one we got, lasting a long time is a myth. Let's not be at this forever. Don't want a 1 minute man, and 1 hour is just too much.
Well,
I think it depends.
it definitely does. I mean, it's like I want to say, you know what's funny is I want to say certain things, but I'm also
let it out.
like trying.
Let it out.
Girl, do not censor
Who
yourself.
listens?
E
Do
for
not
everyone,
censor
yo. E for
Do
everyone.
not censor yourself. We're talking about sex. It's about to get real.
There's some guys that it's just so intense. You can go an hour and it's no problem.
Yeah.
And then there's some where you start to dry out.
Yes, it's an hour of
and
boredom.
then it's like, okay, you're kind of hurting me. Let's stop.
It's like sandpaper.
And then it starts to get a little rough. And then they want to like, you know, throw lube or
nah.
or spit on it. And it's like, nobody wants this.
Oh.
Nobody wants this.
50 Shades shot.
No, you don't know about that.
No, it's
Boo.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
I cannot. And the funny thing, like guys think this is like a sexy thing to like spit on the woman, and it's like
That's a misconception right there.
they do. They think this is a sexy thing. They're very turned on by the process.
Oh, the
Meanwhile,
bunny shot.
we're
I've
looking
never-
at you
I've
like,
never experienced
and we're
that.
looking at you like, bro, that's fucking gross. What the fuck? Don't spit on me.
I've heard of people who spit in each other's mouths, and that turns them
I
on.
heard of that too. No, thank you. No,
I'm good on that. I mean, you know, you're swapping spit anyway when you're tongue kissing,
it's
but
the
like
same
it's
I don't
different when
even
you
like kissing a.
in a loogie. It's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting. I don't even like kissing a guy that has just like too much saliva.
Too juicy?
I'm
It's too
like,
juicy?
why? What? Swallow, you nasty. Why are you so wet? It's like dribbling down my chin. It's disgusting.
That's the sloppy
That is
kisser
too
right
much.
there.
That is too much.
Disgusting.
That's the sloppy kisser.
Swallow.
That is way too much. Swallow.
Swallow.
That's what he's asking.
Damn.
You funny, babe. Yeah.
But yeah.
I definitely agree with what that person said though. Like that 1 minute situation, you be getting so angry
No,
too
let me
because
tell you
you just
something.
about to get started, and then they be like, and then it's over. You're like,
I've
what?
I've taken those L's, and it's like, okay, I can understand and respect. Maybe it's been a little while, so you know it was quick for you. All right,
Okay.
you better come on with it and quick for that
Very
second
quick.
round, and you
Come
better
on back.
wait. And you better wait.
Mm-hmm. Hold on to it. Think about something that. Think about a grandmother. Or
But
something.
some of these guys are so selfish. It's like they get to release, and then it's just like, all right, well, you know,
Later.
excuse
Then
me,
go on with the rest of the day.
excuse me.
Like, hello, I'm still here.
And if you need help, tell me. If I need a toy to be incorporated, man up and tell me that. And let's get it done.
Word.
Nothing worse than time wasted in that department. I tell you, nothing worse.
But I'm all for the long session too. But I'm a little out of shape, so I need a break. Like in between, we gotta like the intensity levels gotta go back and forth.
Wait, so I was laughing because my girlfriend was like, you got like 3. What she said? You got like 3 bumps while I'm on top before my knees starts to give out. And I was in tears. I was like, I get it, because after a certain age, there's some wear and tear on the knees.
Yo.
So like it's harder. I 3 is a little cheap. You cheap, girl. 3 is cheap. You better work on that.
I'm at the stage where I mess around. I'll catch a cramp sometimes.
Oh.
I'll be like, oh wait. You be laughing at me.
That's love. I'd have been tight. Like, bitch, really? You're cramping
You know what I'm
already.
saying?
Better work that
What is
out.
happening?
Yeah.
Work that
Get
out.
that kink out, yo.
Go for the quick walk and come back.
Walk
Let's
it off,
go.
walk it
off.
So another one was, if their feet are big, then so is their, and she put the eggplant emoji.
Peen.
Yes. And she said, not true.
Not true. That's
Not
true.
true.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's
I
not
never
true.
paid attention.
The hands and the feet, big lies. Big lies.
Wow.
Big lies.
Big lies.
Sounded a little disappointed
Never
there.
paid attention. But you know what? Going off of that, a lot of women say that they want a dude with a big peen. Like, no, you don't. If you've ever had a really big one, no, you don't.
It's like having a kid repeatedly, right?
Oh, shit.
It's worse. But you know what it is? I feel like,
I should have, like, period cramps on 10.
you know, I
It's
feel
stupid.
like too, we're not one size fits all either. Women are like all different sizes, just like men are all different sizes.
That is true.
So I guess there's some women out there that can handle all that. But when you're talking about the forearm, the length, and the girth, nah,
Oh, gosh.
I'm good. Sorry, babe. I've had that, and oh my God, it was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, my God.
Worst experience.
I had a guy once. The girth. I think like when it was done.
It was just
When it
hanging.
was
Like,
done, I teared. Like, my eyes teared up because I was like, am I stretched out forever?
It's over.
I really thought
Lost
I would
elasticity.
never go back to normal, and I was like, I can't ever see this man again. This was a one, and I was dating this guy, really sweet guy, but once we had sex, I said, this is not ever gonna happen again.
Didn't you tell me?
It would never go back.
don't
I
even know
really
if you
thought
want
it
me
would
to
never
say
go
this.
back. No, I don't even know that I want you to. You
All
have
right,
to.
like I
You
said.
have to like run it by me first. Talk to me with your eyes.
That it ended up somewhere else.
Oh my gosh.
That it accidentally.
That was some. Unfortunately, that was somebody else.
oops.
Yeah, no, that was someone. I was dating this guy, and he was well endowed. And let me tell you, he was short, little hands, little feet, and a beast. Like I remember we were, you know, we were intimate. And I was struggling with that. Like, I kept one leg up, like a foot up, like to keep him at bay.
Oh,
so
wow.
he wouldn't OD because he was like
He's
that.
getting comfortable and like
And
jamming.
this mofo came out. And when he went back in,
Ooh.
he went in the wrong hole.
Damn.
I mean, all the way.
Oh,
All
not
the way.
even a little bit.
All the way.
You saw stars.
I remember somehow like kicking him, I think off the bed. Who knows? I just with force. I kicked him,
Oh my God.
went onto my side and cried hard for like 5 minutes. Needless to say, he couldn't touch me for the rest of the day. But I cried.
He curled up in a ball.
Curled up in a ball. I had a real
That's that
big,
kind of pain.
I had a real bad moment.
Yeesh.
And I felt that for like 2 days.
Oh my gosh. That's not
Yeah.
cool.
No.
You're supposed to ease it and not freaking throw
And
it in
you
there.
gotta ask for permission.
Well,
Because
that-
not
that
everybody's
too.
He
cool
didn't
with
mean,
that.
obviously, he didn't
Yeah, that was
mean
an
that was
accident.
the accident, but it was like, oh my, it was like the worst accident. I'm so traumatized by that.
And that's
So
when you became a
traumatized by
vegan?
that.
No more meat.
Nice one. Oh man. But one of the women who responded said, I don't need a tiny man, but I don't want a horse either. It's more about the girth anyway. So you gotta be careful with that girth too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the guy that I thought I was done for life.
that
Tore you in
girth will
half.
mess you up.
I was done for life.
That girth will mess
So
you
you're gonna
up.
have to go get stitches.
I cried. Is this it? I don't know if I could Kegel this. This it?
There's no
This
return
it?
from that.
I didn't know I wanted. You have no idea what I emotionally went through during that part. I think it was 24, 25.
That's hilarious.
Dying. I died.
That's hilarious.
Died on that bed. Like,
Didn't you Google what the average size is?
I did.
I feel like
I don't remember what that was. That was a while ago.
Like that.
Probably like 5.5 or something like that.
5.5
to 6 inches. I think.
But tell me why. She did this at work. She broke out the ruler. She's like, I think I need more than that. She grabs it. Everybody was looking like, what is going on over there?
The smaller men that paid attention to that conversation felt
some
away.
people were feeling. Some people were feeling. A little
They tried to call me size queen.
Right. Oh, so they started trying to call you out right off bat.
Damn.
I'm sorry that you don't fit the bill.
Ooh. I see what you did there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, they're
man.
talking a lot on this. I don't really know.
Is that a picture?
No, I don't know what this is. Let me put
Now, is the size like
5.1 inches.
Oh, you were right. Wait, how did you know that?
When erect. When erect.
When erect.
Was how
I
big is
am a
5?
nurse.
I'm an idiot. What's 5?
An inch is about this big, the tip of your finger, right?
It's probably a little bigger than from here to here. About this.
Oh, okay.
All
5, 6
right.
inches is like that.
All right.
Wow.
She is a size queen.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm more than good. Thick girls have better sex. It solely depends on the person. I never heard that thick girls have better sex.
Me either.
Nah. Either way. It could go either way.
It could go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting one though. Like, why would people think that? Like,
I think it's probably because like there's like more shape or something.
more
I don't
stuff
know.
to jiggle
Yeah,
around.
but some thinner chicks are pretty athletic out there.
and do some acrobatics.
Flinging in places you
How
never
much
flung
stuff
it
do you
before.
want jingling around? Wait, what?
Oh, I love this one. At this age, foreplay starts before we make it to the bed. Like giving the baby a bath before I get there. Yo.
100%. Men
Absolutely.
that are listening,
Yes.
you gotta do something.
Mm-hmm.
You have to at least make out. You gotta get me excited.
Yes. And what she said is so true because sex is very psychological for women as well as physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if we see you over there doing the dishes and we didn't ask you to do it,
That's it.
woo!
That's why I got a dishwasher, yo.
Oh shit. Boo.
No,
You
like
still gotta make out with me.
yeah.
I had an ex who was like, who would constantly just try to have sex and be like, "You're not turned on." No, mother. Did you do
So
anything
he
to
just
turn me on?
Wanted to throw
You
it in and
can't
that's
roll
it?
over and just think I'm ready to go.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah,
I'm a grown ass woman. You need to do some
You gotta
work.
get the juices
You know what
flowing.
I'm saying?
You gotta get the juices flowing.
She used to piss me off. Did you work for it,
Mm.
sir? No, I didn't think so.
Oh, you served him.
God. I hate when they make me do that. I don't want to do it.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot. It's really the intention of the man. Is he doing it to please you or himself? Well, you talked about that last week about how
It's a lot of
dude was selfish.
a lot of selfish men out there. We don't like y'all.
That's not
It's
fair.
never gonna last if you're selfish.
That's
Never
not
gonna
fair.
last.
No, that's not fair at all. But you know what? I heard some kind of like stereotypical things about certain groups of people. So I hope I don't offend anybody. But I heard that West Indian men don't give oral sex. I don't know. I don't think that's true. But
Yeah, it's
Some
not
do
true.
and some don't.
yeah,
Some do and some don't. And some will tell you off the bat.
like nah, I'm not.
They don't do that. No, they'll tell you off the bat. We don't do that.
Mm.
And then there's some that will.
I don't blame him.
Oh shit.
I don't blame them. Puerto Rican men give the best oral sex.
You better not think you get it from me if you're not returning it. That's all
Word,
I'm gonna say.
Facts.
Word.
All right, sorry.
Facts.
Get back to it. What did you say?
Yes, Puerto Rican men give the best oral sex.
Yep. Yeah.
I've only had one Puerto Rican man, and absolutely it's true. Oh God, I'm editing that out. Editing that out.
They always know how to make me very uncomfortable.
That was not no.
I want to agree with that.
Really?
I want to agree with that.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah.
They put a lot of work into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chugging down this pina colada.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. I'm mad. I lost all the slushies. The ice in there makes it so refreshing.
This has nothing to do with any of the topics, but I just found this story to be so funny. So my homegirl was telling me that she was with this guy. They were being intimate. And he... I think she said she thought that he was, like, getting a condom and ready to put it on. But all of a sudden, like... he's like rubbing his foot on her thigh. And so she's like, okay, you know.
Oh, he's one of those feet people.
Guess we're getting ready. I don't know what's happening. Mm-hmm. And he went towards her with his big toe. And she's like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Right? Like, where do you think you're going with that toe? Yeah. And he laughed, and then he went about his business. But he was really trying to...
He was going to try to go for it.
It's a big toe fucker. He wanted a big toe fucker. What in the fuck?
That doesn't even sound right.
And it was funny because she said that she went to tell one of her friends. She's like, you don't even know what he did. And the girl immediately guessed it. And she said, but how the hell do you know? Like, and she was like, that shit. So I'm like, is this a wave? Like, are guys out here trying to big toe fuck everyone?
Nah.
That's not the first time I've heard that, so it must be a wave.
You've heard that before.
I have heard that before.
Now, did the person let him toe fuck him?
Yeah, like, how do you, like, come off on that? You know, it's like, baby, come over here for a minute.
Let me stick this toe up in there.
My thing is, how
stimulating is that going to be?
No, I think that's disgusting. Don't touch me with your fucking feet, but...
Did you trim your nails?
Oh my God, did you trim your nails? And wait, but like you can't really separate your big toe that much. So are we sliding other toes in? Or is it are you like gifted enough to just slide a big toe? Like, I'm just so all the way confused as to how that works. What were you doing with your toe?
And then are you one of those people that have like rough feet?
What if he went to
like scratch me up,
rub the clit with the toe and like cut her with the nail? Like there's so many negative ways this can go. I don't see why that was the move.
Yeah.
And then what pleasure do you get out of that?
I've never had this happen, thank God.
I've never
I guess
done
it's
that,
the people who like to get their toes sucked. Maybe they feel like it would be similar if they stuck their toe
I had a
inside of
gentleman.
you.
I had an ex of mine who...
He was a toe sucker?
When I tell you that, he went in. This was a new wave for him. I don't even know where this came from. Puts my foot in his mouth. First of all, I don't even know how he fit as much as he did. I was so grossed out by it. I'm looking at him like, ew, why is your mouth so big? This is disgusting.
And then
I hope he doesn't try to kiss me after this. Don't even go down. Like, I was staring at him horrified. And he's like, so he stops and he's like, do you like it? And I was like, no, I don't even know where did this come from? You've never done this. Why? Oh God.
So it didn't feel good.
I hated it. I'm not, it's funny because there's certain things I just don't like, and I guess I'm a little more traditional in that sense. Like, don't put my foot in your mouth. Don't put your toe next to me. Like, leave the feet where they are.
Leave them down there,
and leave the butt where it is. I don't want your mouth there. I don't think it's sexy. I don't really get joy from it. A lot of people do. I respect that.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that.
But when I tell you that I'm not feeling it, don't try to play me like,
you're gonna like it.
You're not a freak, or
Why
you know I'm not a freak, bitch.
Yeah, why does that mean that you have to be a freak?
But
come on.
Yeah, like, don't try to convince me or make it seem like I'm lame because I don't like it. Like, because now I'm looking at you like, well, how many buttholes have you put in your mouth? Because at this point, I don't even want to kiss you because you seem like a slime ball who just likes asshole in your mouth. Like, what are we talking about? I'm so sorry to any older family members that listen to this. I don't mean to be so vulgar tonight. This is the topic.
Oh,
won't happen
it
again.
is
I
what it
didn't know
is.
that was so
But
big though. Like
No,
a lot of people do
anal
that.
is like
Yeah,
very
that's
big
That's the
Yeah.
thing now.
in many avenues, and I'm not here for any of them.
But like, do you like take a hardcore shower beforehand? Because
You
it's like,
should.
are you coming up on me after a long day at work? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
And
know,
you-
but I'm not gonna lie. When dudes tell me they like to do that, I'm immediately turned off, and I don't even really want to kiss you. I just picture booty hole breath and mouth and just bacteria and disgustingness, and I'm just like, I don't.
But
even
it's a
want-
salad.
Ew.
Ew.
There's no salad there.
Ew.
It is not. I don't even know why they call it that. Where did they come up with that?
Jail.
Tossing your salad.
I was sitting here thinking too, like, how does that even
It doesn't
jail?
like. How did they equate those two things? Like,
Maybe that's
things
how
that
they
they
used to
come
make
up
salad
with.
over there.
I mean, you just say shit sometimes.
it does. Like, it don't even make sense.
But people are looking it up somewhere.
Oh God. How did that originate? Oh my God.
So I had to laugh before this podcast. Well, earlier today we were talking at work. You had left already. We were talking about the whole situation with Safari and Erica Mena about how he cheated with some chick in Jamaica. Are you hearing this?
Oh,
And
that's what
threw
happened?
out
Already?
she threw out all the text messages on social media
Oh my
between the two
gosh.
of them.
Between him and the chick, or him and
Him
Erica?
and the chick.
Mm.
And then there was a video that Erica put out of all the flowers that he bought, and she's like throwing them on the floor. But anyway, all of that to say, I remember some of the topic for today, and I was like, well, that's someone that is, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Absolutely
And
not.
so I looked it up and I showed it to Wesley and Jennifer. Jennifer was like, oh my God.
Put that away.
the picture
Yeah.
that he posted of it, like
Yeah.
out. Mhm.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't
That's
want
too much.
any of those problems.
Too much.
I don't want any of those problems.
Me either.
That's too much.
That's like a hysterectomy. No, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm
Take
good.
it out your ear.
I am
Ew.
good.
Oh.
I remember the guy that I had that was really well endowed. Like, I don't even want to call it well because it was just like unwell. But he was like, oh, you're going to have to get used to it. And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, what are you talking about? I'm going to have to get used to it. You can't get used to it.
You would have been me with the foot on the chest. Every time they came in, they hit the foot. Back up.
No, but you know what else too?
Horrible
even
experience.
the foot wouldn't help me because the girth was too much. Like,
Oh, no, you don't want those problems.
no, I'm not trying to get
You don't
ripped.
want those
Like, no, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It was not.
I
it
don't
was
want those
not cool.
problems.
I have like flashbacks. It's horrible. It's supposed to be an enjoyable
That's what the
experience.
deed will do to you.
It's not always good.
It's
not always
It
good.
is not always good. No, it is not. It is with you though, babe.
Good answer.
Just so you
Oh,
know.
God.
Nice comeback.
Just so you know.
Nice comeback.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So those are the only ones I could think of, and
I don't
no
even
one
remember
else-
what I said, but it's fine.
It was a good one
I
too.
know. I know. It's completely gone.
Oh, it was about women, because we were asking Babe if there's like myths out there about women. So it had something to do with like, darn it, I don't know.
I forgot it.
Oh man, I hate that.
No.
Brain cell's not
Mm.
working today. But do you have any? Is there any myths like men think, or like expectations or whatever for women?
Oh. It's like from an area. A lot of times people think that Greek girls like anal.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard that one a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Opa.
I know a Greek
Oh my
girl. I
God.
should ask her.
You dated a Greek girl,
Yeah, I
was it
did.
true?
No.
You tried it? She was like, nah.
Yeah.
He was like, so what
You
up,
don't get from behind me.
So I heard.
You were hyped. It
She
was like, nope.
No. In Spanish, she told me too.
She told you in Spanish? Oh my God.
What she
that's
said? No
so
quiero
funny.
eso.
No. Saca eso de ahí.
I respect the shit out of her for that.
Oh my my god.
I might have just slapped it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Too crazy.
So now the other poll,
Yesterday,
right?
yeah. Cause yesterday,
what?
last week with
Oh,
all
I
of our
was like, yesterday,
PMS,
what?
with all of our PMS, we didn't get to do the last topic about being comfortable in your relationship and being yourself and all that stuff. So, we had done conducted another poll where I asked, how comfortable are you in your relationship? So I put 4 different responses. I go to another room to fart. My partner sees and knows everything about me. I can't even really eat in front of my partner. I'm somewhere in the middle. So surprisingly enough, most people said that their partner sees and knows everything about them. There's only one person who said they go to another room to fart. I used to be that person.
Yeah, up until like a month ago.
Now we all get it.
I always tell Cortnie, like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean?
used to be super shy. I
Not
couldn't even eat in
anymore.
front of him when I first met him. Yeah.
I've never had an eating problem. I'm actually getting insulted because a lot of guys always tell me, like, you eat. Why are you telling me that? You eat, guys. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you should have seen Mel yesterday. They
Like,
had
hold
mad
that
fruit.
back, yo.
They had mad fruit that they brought in for us, and she was so hyped. She had like a bowl full of cherries. She was just piling the cherries into a bowl. Then she had another bowl full of like cantaloupe and all kinds of stuff, and she was just holding it like.
And I had no shame. Let me tell you something. When these people come in with things for the office, it's normally Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that, and I can't eat any of that. So they finally came in with a variety of fruit, and I was like, F all of y'all. I'm taking as much as I want. I'm going to my desk to
like
enjoy
the whole bag.
it. I took a half a bag of cherries. I'm not going to lie. Cherries are like $8.99 a bag.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm taking them.
Like, this is going to last me for the rest of the week.
It's expensive cherries. I don't barely buy them.
They are.
So I'm like, I'm taking half this. And I ate that whole thing. But I felt no way about it. I felt no way. Get off my snacks is how I felt. Get off my snacks.
She thought about you, man.
I don't touch your donuts. Get off my snacks. Vegan gets first dibs on the fruit.
You know when cherries are good, the yellow ones. You ever had the yellow ones?
Yes, those the maraschino cherry. No, the maraschino.
They were okay.
I forgot what they call them.
Golden, yeah. I had them.
cherries.
I think they're okay. I like the dark ones better.
Is this sweeter?
The black cherries. I like the black cherries.
You gotta get those golden ones at the right time, because sometimes they can be too bitter. But if you get them at the right point, oh my god, they're amazing.
I can't wait for persimmon season. But that's not till like October.
You have all your exotic fruits.
You have no idea.
So another poll that I conducted, I asked, do you feel like you can be yourself around your partner? 100% of people said yes.
As you should. I
was surprised.
I was disgustingly comfortable. And that's probably why I'm still single. But I would do like crazy things. Like I had an ex who used to constantly violate me with farts. And so and then I picked up on it and started violating back. Like fart in the car, lock the windows. Say something, bro.
Dutch ovened him in the car.
He had it coming. He's done it to me mad times.
Eesh.
He had it coming.
That's funny.
That's probably why I'm single.
He's stupid.
Nasty.
But there's 2 types of dudes, though. There's dudes that'll do that, and then there's dudes that are like absolutely repulsed by even the thought of you farting in front of them, or just farting, period. I don't understand the dudes like that.
I don't want to be with you. That's how extreme you are.
Like, we're human beings. Like, come on, relax. That one of our old coworkers is like that. I'll tell you who later. But yeah, he would be like, oh my God, don't even say anything. Like, don't even say that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, we're all human. We all do it. Like,
I feel bad for whoever their partner is.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's ridiculous.
I had a guy tell me, just don't ever pee in front of me.
What? Really?
I said, but what? Wait.
That's
I
weird.
was like, but why? It's just something that grosses him out to like see it. I said, but you hear it, right? I can hear it. I can't see it.
Oh my God.
Okay, why though? And I don't know why. He's weird. Like he said something about like he thinks about going down and grosses out.
Really?
But then you would still go down. Either way, later on, you would still go down. So I just can't make that. But then I've also had exes. I had an ex who would like come in the bathroom while I'm taking a shower to do number 2. So violating, but
I need my privacy for that.
I think I'm
even though I've walked in on you a couple
times. Yeah, no, you have, but
you
I
know
still
what?
need my.
I feel like if it's something that you really can't hold, by all means, do what you gotta do. But
none of that stuff bothers me at all.
But it's not gonna make me feel a way about you.
Like the occasional walk-in, if like you need to get sign and all that. But if you're gonna come inside and try to have a conversation, with me,
that's like sacred time.
Yeah,
you know,
that's my thinking time right now.
Oh no, I had an ex who, the one I lived with me, that would come in the morning and sit and do his business and have a full-blown morning conversation with me while I was in the shower before I went to work.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need my privacy, especially in the bathroom and when taking a shower. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I hated it, but it was like it became his thing, and I just rolled with it.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't care about any of that stuff at all. Like,
I don't either.
It doesn't bother me at all. But I am like super self-conscious.
But you didn't do it for years in front of him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't him that made me feel that way. You know, like he didn't ever be like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
So what would you do? Leave the room?
I would go into another room, or I'd hold it.
You know what? I had someone that I dated, and I liked him so much, and so I never wanted to do anything gross in front of him. So I would never fart, never anything. And I'll never forget one day I was at his house sleeping over. And I had to go so badly. But I wouldn't because he had roommates. And I was just very self-conscious about going to the bathroom. So I remember I was there. And you don't know how many times I had goosebumps. I was dying inside. Dying inside. I think I let a fart go while I was sleeping, though. And it woke me up.
You probably left the
It woke me
right.
up. It woke me right the fuck up. And I opened like one eye, like, oh my God.
You know it's bad when it wakes you up, right?
Yo. But that's how long I was trying to hold it.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. I hated going there and eating. Like, I was like, I want to eat with this guy.
That is rough.
It was horrible.
That is rough.
And I went through that for like a year.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I would never do it in front of him. Never.
Yo, I have a really gross story where I went away with this guy that I was dating, and I ate something that messed me up. And it was like, you know how when you have to go and like you just gotta go. Like, but
goosebumps. That's the goosebumps.
Yo, it was so bad that I was on the phone calling my friend like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it because everybody I was at his family's house.
Oh shit!
And the situation where the bathroom was like right in the thick of everything.
Oh my God! So if you open the door,
not even if you open the door.
No.
If you go in there and you do your business, they'll hear everything going on because it wasn't gonna be. It was an explosion that was gonna happen.
Oh,
it was an explosion that was about to happen.
And were you comfortable enough to be like, is there a bathroom upstairs? No.
I sat there and held it. I don't know how I did it, but I was like, oh my God, every 5 minutes. I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it. So I had to tell him, I was like, look, I got to go. So he took me back to where we were staying at another, of his family or friends' houses. But the bathroom was upstairs, so I was able to go and handle my business. It was horrible. And I wasn't even anywhere near like New York. I was like mad states away from home with my boyfriend at the time and his God, it was horrible. And my friend at the time that I was on the phone with, she was trying to talk me through it. She's like, you can do it, girl.
Clench them cheeks, girl. Clench them.
Yo.
Clench them.
I was clenching for life.
I'd have told you to go to the bathroom.
Isn't that terrible? No, it was way
Act
too
like you're taking a personal call and take the call in the bathroom. Like, I just need some privacy.
Really loud.
And start screaming.
And die on the toilet, but laugh so loud.
Nah,
oh, God.
It wouldn't have happened. It was 2 in the middle.
I'd have told you, Cortnie, put me on speakerphone, girl.
Oh, man. It was too much. It was very bad. Well.
Damn. This was a very weird podcast.
Yes, it was weird. I'm sorry, guys, for the
overly sexual and then overly gas. Overly shitty.
Let's switch gears. But being comfortable in your relationship has a lot to do with being comfortable with yourself and knowing who you are and being yourself. So, I had to find myself in order to be more comfortable around Babe.
Aww.
You know, because a lot of times I feel like we put out this like fake persona. Well, not everybody.
I'm done with that now.
Yeah.
I'm so done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm, dude, like,
This is it. Take it or leave it.
dude. I had a guy, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. It was, he was, we went out to dinner, and he comes over after, and he goes, I had to use the bathroom. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, all right. So he goes to the bathroom, but he comes out immediately with my box of baby wipes, and he's like, this is the greatest thing. Like, I'm so happy that your bathroom is equipped with the wipes. And then we turned around and went back in the bathroom, and I was like, okay.
That is
All
hilarious.
right. I like that.
He really appreciated that.
He
It was
did.
nice. No, but
I
that is
thought that
vital.
was hysterical.
That is vital.
Yeah. Wipes and spray and extra toilet paper.
You gotta get
If your
poopery.
bathroom does not have this, go get it now.
Mm.
Don't leave anyone out to dry. Have some damn spray,
Mm-hmm.
some baby wipes, and an extra roll. Don't make people work.
Word.
How uncomfortable is that? Running low on paper, you're in the middle,
Yeah.
and there's no extra paper.
Mm.
I hate an ill-equipped house.
And you're like looking at everything in the room. You're like, oh
Have
my
your
God.
shit together. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
And have your extra soap. Have everything together, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks for the advice, Mel.
You're welcome. Let all the guys know. Have everything.
Yeah.
You know why I think I was super
Boys' houses are the
uncomfortable?
worst. Go ahead.
Are they?
Yeah, no, they suck.
His was dope when I met him. I think that is part of why I like fell for him so quickly, because his
It
apartment was super clean. He had the moonlit path from Bath and Body Works.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, through the house, you could smell it.
He's like,
Everything was clean, like
there.
pristine.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was
It
very
is.
impressed. I had never met anybody that
My
was
twin,
that
I expect
clean.
nothing.
You see?
less.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened? Why?
Oh. We're about to end this podcast. Please stand by.
I got a little uncomfortable there.
You know what I'm saying?
You a slap-a-potamus now?
Yeah. Nah.
Leaving drawers on the floor?
No, but that definitely is a huge turn on when you're super clean as a dude. That's a good look, man.
No, I've been to a guy's house that is so shit. I'm just like, how? How do you? This is disgusting.
You don't know where to sit. You're like,
Oh, it's just.
You gotta wade through stuff.
Ugh.
I feel like I was really shy and like uncomfortable around him at first because like I'm weird. I'm a weird person. So it's like I never really know what to expect from people, like
Weird
how they're gonna
how?
take me.
Weird how?
I'm just like I don't do the same things I'm not into everything that a lot of or typical people are into, like around my age, or like I didn't have a lot of experiences like everybody else did. Like I didn't drink at all, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't party a whole lot. Like I'm kind of a nerd, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's all
I just
great
never-
things that I wish I was more like.
that's really sweet. Thank you.
I drank way too much through my years. Way too much.
Yeah, me too.
Partied a little too hard. That's okay.
Yeah, it's an experience.
You know what's funny? Because I felt like people would take that as boring. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people think it. I don't know. I don't know.
As long as you had a boring crew with you, you good.
Yeah, then it was fun for everybody.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, everybody else was doing other stuff, but I still hung out with them. You know, I just wasn't doing it.
I'm sure if you were the designated driver, they loved you.
Yeah.
I loved when Jen came out with me because I can get as drunk as I wanted, and she drove.
You're like, I'm good.
I was at my happiest when Jen came.
Because you know it was on and popping.
I said I don't have to drive.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Not to mention that, you know, it's different when you meet a real man. I feel like it's not, you're like, oh my God, what do I do with this? Especially if all you've been dealing with is like F-boys. When you meet a real dude, that puts a little extra nerve factor into it.
It does. It does. It does. Because I know when I dated the manliest man I've come across thus far. And my stomach was in knots every time.
Do I know this manliest man?
This manliest man I'm seeing tomorrow.
Okay.
So you know exactly who this man is.
That's who I thought it was.
But every time I know it's about, like, I'm about to see this person, my stomach is in my butt. Like, I'm just like, oh, nervous.
But why?
It's just he's a different caliber. I conduct myself differently when I'm with him. So, you know?
Yeah.
I got to put my big girl drawers on.
It's like you feel like, oh, okay, this is a man.
I gotta step up. I gotta
Step
it up.
You gotta
step it up. And I should be stepped up, but I feel like a lot of times with these dudes, I gotta step down. And unfortunately, I end up staying down. But I know when I'm around this type of gentleman, I step right the fuck up. This potty mouth is out the window. Little curse.
You get a British accent and everything, right?
Nah, it's not necessary. Imagine I do the worst British accent ever. I'm not even gonna hurt you guys. Not even gonna play myself.
Oh God, I want to hear it now.
I'm not doing it.
It's also new territory too. Like when I first met you, I was like, oh my God, like this is what a real man is like. What, like, oh, okay. So how do I do this? Like,
it's nice.
It's real nice.
It's nice.
It's really,
the conversation
really nice.
is different. It's just it's nice.
There's goals. There's encouragement. There's future talk. There's sense. There's something you can learn. There's inspiration.
They're
you know,
established with it, which is a big thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people that are just very put together.
Yeah. They're not looking to just get that from you and that's it. Like, that's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different feeling. Oh my God. I went there again. I went somewhere again.
I'm used to it. You do it all the time.
So how do you know how much to share and what happened?
I just hit the cup on my tooth. You didn't hear
you be hitting something every podcast.
I know. I'm the worst.
You have to start playing the game.
What? I keep hitting the mic.
Is that?
But how do you know how much to share and how much to keep to yourself? That is what I struggled with in the beginning.
I don't know. I'm pretty open, but I keep certain experiences to myself because I once was with someone, and when it ended or when it was ending, he used a lot of what I said, or whenever we would fight, he would use a lot of what I said against me.
Oh,
to hurt me. Yeah,
that's dirty.
It is. But there's a lot of people out here like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that's unfortunate and it's sad. But so I just feel like I know what I'll share and I know what I just won't.
Right.
And in order to get what I keep dearest and most private, you're probably going to have to put a ring on it.
True. Very good point.
Because it's just, I cannot, I'm just not going to give you that.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That was one lesson that I've learned, and I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. Everybody doesn't get to know everything.
Exactly. And that even goes to friends.
Very true. Very true.
Because friendships end and people want to put certain things out there and it's just not right.
Yeah. They want to exploit you.
Exactly.
Exploit your vulnerability.
Exactly.
That's not cool.
That was a good drink.
Oh, you finished yours.
I just gulped it. I gulped it.
Delicious. Nothing like pina colada.
No, with the accent.
You could have been a bartender.
Right?
You're
He
really
makes the best mixed drinks.
I got a couple of skills.
This is really good. The other one is, the Buck is my favorite, though.
All
The
right,
Kentucky Buck.
The Buck is my favorite. That's my favorite,
That's one of my favorites.
I like
There's
it.
a couple more.
I don't even mind choking on a strawberry.
Oh.
Don't even mind it.
I got to make a couple other ones that I got.
You got some with blueberries? I love blueberries.
I got to look. I think I might.
I do.
He's got like a whole book of stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
Those are old school recipes.
All right.
So, I'm sorry. I gulped really loud in the microphone just now.
We all heard it.
No comment. No comment.
Well, I
Dead
think it's
space.
affirmation time. What do you think?
I'm down.
Down for the affirmation.
We need to do
I
a
can
nice
sing a little bit.
recording of you with your songs. Make it a thing.
Oh, we could play it?
Yeah.
Kind of like Amanda Seales.
I was
segments.
thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want to make it like we were copying.
You just messed that up.
We're going to cut that. No. We probably won't ever do it. It's an idea, though. All right. Affirmation for the week. I am confident and comfortable in my sexual and relationship identities.
Before we close the podcast, I got to make a point about that.
Okay.
I am comfortable and confident in my
Wow. Let's make a
And that's
point
why
about that.
I twisted my phone for her to look at it, and she completely ignored it. So I was like, oh, okay. She's going to say something else.
all the way into my drink.
Wow.
Sorry.
I am confident and comfortable in my sexual and relationship identities.
I am confident and comfortable in my sexual and relationship identities. Thank you. No, that's very important because I was not confident in my sexual identity because I told that story about how I was like really repressed because I grew up in a Christian home and like we didn't talk about that. Like you can have sex before you got married, all that stuff. So like it still affected me after I got married. So I became more confident when I connected with him and we had conversations about what we like. And like just opening up that line of communication really makes a big difference in your sexual life with your partner. So I just want to encourage everybody to talk about it. Don't be shy. Talk about everything. Anything, even if you think
if
it's
you're
weird.
comfortable enough to open your legs, you should be comfortable enough to have a conversation.
Message.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put that up as a quote.
Duh.
I like that.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us again for episode 13.
Did the spooky voice and everything.
I liked it.
Oh, man.
I liked it.
If you want to contact us at all, DM us on Instagram at The Common Woman Podcast. I gave you all the wrong Twitter handle last week.
Did you?
I did. I said at The Common Woman Pod, but it's at Common Woman Pod. So hopefully you guys read because I put the right one. I put it on the screen. So yeah, Twitter is at Common Woman Pod. So thank you to everybody who added us on Twitter. And our email address is thecommonwomanpodcast@gmail.com. So we hope to hear from you guys. If you have any stories you want to share with us, anything you want to have us talk about, if you have any suggestions, please reach out to us. Also, if you have any suggestions about who you would like to see on the show, because 100% of people said that they like it when we have guests on the show.
Okay.
So, cool. Yeah. All right. So we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.